And we're fortunate enough to have on the line with us this morning Rodney Atkins, who's going to be here this Friday night at the Kovalchick Arena, along with Josh Thompson and Tyler Farr for the Most Hits for the Money Tour. Rodney, thank you so much for taking the time to call in this morning. First of all, I know you're a very busy man this week.
Oh, thank you, Andy. Appreciate you guys at Cat Country, and thanks for having us. Looking forward to coming and having a great time.
Well, first, I'd just like to say congratulations on the Take a Back Road album. I mean, it's been doing extremely well for you.
We've had a lot of fun with it. From the different songs, we kind of tried some different stuff with that album, and it was a blast making that album. And we're in the process of making a brand new album. And I just love having new music. And there's not a lot coming and hearing folks sing along with you and talk about how they related to a song or how they love a song. And I love it. Thank you.
And I understand that you made this last album in your home studio. Is that what you're doing for the fifth album?
Yeah, I've done them all.
That's where you've done them all? Okay.
I love working on stuff at home, and I don't really have a studio. I kind of built a vocal booth and just got set up and bought some stuff off eBay, and that's how I work on things. I love kind of being able to, spend time and find out every little nuance inside of a song and an album and get to know it. It's sort of like the difference of working on a car and knowing how it works and then just driving it. I like knowing a little more about it.
And from your website, I noticed something interesting that I hadn't really noticed before, and that's that it says there you really don't do love songs, at least not traditional love songs, right?
I've had a couple of ballads. Well, not really ballads, but yeah, ballads, I guess. But to me, a love song is, these are my people watching you. Cleaning this gun is a love song. It's America's love song. That's the kind of stuff I'm not saying I wouldn't do a ballad. There's a song on Take a Back Road album called Cabin in the Woods that kind of has that vibe about two people going out, and it's just got to be real. The cheesy, the sky's always blue and there's no bills to pay, that's not real. I like finding songs that are real.
Now, like a lot of country artists, you've done a good bit of charitable work. Now, I know last year you participated in the second annual Music City Gives Back concert for the American Red Cross. You also did your first USO tour last year. Now, what was that like? Because whenever I see footage of USO concerts, it seems like the soldiers are just so amped up. It's like they're on another level, and they just seem so excited and so appreciative when someone comes all the way over there to perform for them.
Yeah, man, it was such an honor, when we went over, it was in January, February. It was freezing cold. You think it's a desert in Afghanistan. It is a desert, but it did rain. They say it only rains about 4 inches a year, but it rained all 4 inches in one night while we were there. Like I said, freezing cold, wet, and I never heard one person complain the whole time. We played at a lot of what are called FOBs, forward operating bases, out in war zones, and had a chance to meet a lot of these kids, a lot of these men and women that were out there and had been there for a long, long time. Like I said, nobody complained, and they were so excited. They're carrying their weapons around everywhere they go, and they're so excited to sing along with you. And the sacrifices are unbelievable that they go through. But I came out of that saying I will never complain about anything again. They're just unbelievable. We had a great time. Can't wait to go back.
All right. Now, there's another organization that I noticed that you've done a lot of work for, the National Council for Adoption, and also the Halston Methodist Home for Children in Greenville, Tennessee. Now, you have a very personal link with that, don't you?
Yeah, I was adopted when I was a kid. It's family. It's so important for us to remember that there's kids out there that are going through different circumstances that don't have family. Their only family is a children's home somewhere in this country or around the world. And it's we get to go back and visit with these kids, and we'll do things, provide musical instruments for them to learn how to play piano or guitar, and we've got different programs about helping them be prepared for the rest of their lives. And yeah, it's just that's what we're here for, is to help each other out. That's the whole reason we get to play music and touch these kids' lives.
Now, you mentioned your fifth studio album. You've been working on that. How's it coming along?
It's great. I like to take my time working on an album. I try not to rush through the process, or sometimes I want to put an album together that will last and that is solid from top to bottom. And I know everybody says that, we really do hope to have an album that'll last for, a couple of years out there. I know it comes down to having great songs and take a lot of pride in that and giving people a good, solid product. And it means the world. I don't take a second for granted on when we get to come out and play songs and people are singing along with you. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy the process of making a record.
It sounds like you do spend a lot of time on that. Is that the more gratifying part of it to you, or is, whenever you're up on stage, which would you say is more gratifying for you?
Playing live is that's just a blast. That's just a whole lot of fun. And seeing people sing along with you, sing those songs, and know the words, and saying it means something, that's their song that they're singing along with you. Whether it's Going Through Hell or Take a Back Road or He's Mine or Farmer's Daughter. And it just means the world. And I know it starts when we're in the studio and we're working on stuff. So it's all kind of tied together. It's all I got a great job.
And in addition to touring, you've made quite a few television appearances, too, in the past year. You were on the Today Show, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. I mean, you've really been all over the place, haven't you?
We've got to do a lot of fun stuff. Get to go around and go to a lot of baseball games, sporting events, NASCAR, whatever. It's just a lot of fun. Like I said, I don't take a second for granted doing this stuff, and you want to make it all count. I can't wait to come up. Each show is like the first show and the last show you'll ever get to do. So I can't wait to come up and be with you guys.
Well, the Most Hits for the Money Tour makes its way to the Kovalchick Arena in Indiana this Friday night, but it's really been making its way all over the place. I mean, I was looking at your schedule online. It looks like it is just insane this week. You've got something lined up just about every day, don't you?
Yeah, we play. We're going to do some stuff during the day a lot of times before these shows. So if you counted that, we'd be doing about 8 shows in 5 or 6 days.
Wow. Now, the fact that you're here is cool enough, but also you've got Josh Thompson and Tyler Farr on board with this show as well. So this is really going to be a good show.
Yeah, it'll be great, man. These guys, I'm not big on being out there on the road with a bunch of prima donnas. I like real guys that come out and want to have a good time, and really appreciate folks coming out to the show and that work hard. And these guys are great, man. Tyler and Josh, we got to do a few things with Tyler before, and Josh, we were out on tour for the Throwdown tour last year. And just good guys. Good guys. Everybody will come out and have a good time.
Rodney, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule this week to be on with us this morning.
Hey, my pleasure, Andy. Y'all have a good one, and I will see you guys in a couple days.